Hello, I'm Karen Elgersma in the lavender fields on Saltspring Island, and you're watching Go Island on Shaw TV. On today's show, how to rent a blueberry tree, a Hobbit-style art studio, and our very own Kim Rock. All that and more on Go Island. Hello, thank you so much for joining us on Go Island. You have picked the right show to watch because you are now at Sacred Mountain Lavender Farm on Saltspring Island. A very, very cool place because not only do they grow lavender and create beautiful products, but they have a yurt. They have horses that they use to help people grow and have transformative experiences. They have retreats. They have a festival. It's such a cool place, and it's absolutely stunningly beautiful, especially right now with the lavender behind us. Tell us the vision behind Sacred Mountain.
Well, we decided we needed a change of pace. We lived in Vancouver, and both of us had grown up in the country. We wanted to get back to a more rural environment. And so what do? Well, why don't we start a lavender farm? It was pretty vague like that. And then it sort of all made sense, and Saltspring was a place that had reliable water and land and lots of tourism at the time.
Yeah, I know.
It's changing a bit now, but it's still good. And so we came with the vision of starting the lavender to start with, and then adding the retreats and the horse program.
It's such a neat concept because when I think of lavender, I think of it as the herb of restfulness and de-stressing. And everything you do here is about creating that and allowing people to kind of leave with it. For you, what do you love the most about having people come and experience the farm?
Well, what I notice is exactly what you're saying. They come and they have an experience, and usually they just slow down. I mean, we have people who are saying, well, I've come here, I've got to see this, that, and the other on the island, and I'm going to do it all in 2 hours.
Yeah.
And they tend to be a little uptight usually by the time they've come down to the field.
I think I know people like that.
Absorb the atmosphere. It changes them. And a lot of people like to come here for that reason.
We are going to give you a tour of this farm. It is going to blow you away, all the amazing, one-of-a-kind things they're doing here. But first, another opportunity to experience a farm up close and personal is going to a blueberry farm, adopting a tree. It is such an innovative program. Our very talented intern, Meg, has that story. What I love about the blueberry rental program is it gets people on farmland experiencing the real, I think, healing properties of getting on a farm and getting connected with food. And that's one of the things that you do here at Sacred Mountain is you get people connected to what you're growing, but also you take it a step further, and you're actually, as somebody who's been a lover of horses all your life, you actually offer a program here, a very therapeutic program with your horses. Tell us about that.
Well, it's basically we do one-on-one work or workshops for people coming who want to get a deeper, more personal experience of themselves or to work through issues that they have. So you can come here and spend an hour and a half with a horse, sort of like those dolphin things,
yes.
Swim things. It's like you want to do something that's really different and have a close encounter with an animal, but you don't want to ride a horse. You want to come and have a profound experience and learn more about yourself. And the thing that makes horses so special at this is they live in the present and we don't. It's very rare for a human being to be fully in the present. And when you have those in the present moments, they're so profound. They have that sense of opening up space within us.
Okay, so just let's pause a moment. So this place is beautiful. There's lavender everywhere, which is probably the most powerful, I think, herb to calm and de-stress you. And then on top of it, you can be in a program with these beautiful, magical creatures. How can anyone leave here stressed? Are you ever stressed?
Well, I'm still running a business, but yeah. But people don't want to leave when they come here. I mean, they'll come and sit in the lavender and say, Can I stay? Please, can I stay?
I've decided I'm moving in. They have a new family member here. You also have a yurt where we're going to tell people a little bit about that in a moment.
Yeah.
I love yurts. I have this thing for the yurt, for retreats. But first, there's a yurt, and then there's a hobbit house. And our James Green went out into the shires of Colwood in search of a one-of-a-kind, hand-built hobbit house. From the Hobbit Art Studio to the Lavender Studio here on beautiful Saltspring Island, when you walk in here and you breathe in the lavender, it's like you immediately get a feeling of peace and calm. It really is a herb that calms the spirit, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, and when you smell it, especially with the essential oil, it goes straight into your brain and relaxes and calms.
I love it. I need this in my life, my friend. I need this in my life. Let's talk about some of the products that you have created here on the farm that you sell. First of all, of course, you've got the essential oils.
This was the key thing that we wanted to create when we started the farm, and we began the process in about 2000, finding the right plants to get the purest, best, and most sensitive aromatic oil for relaxation and aromatherapy and all the other amazing things that lavender does.
And of course, lavender is also, people forget this, it's also something you can use in our culinary arts.
Absolutely. And the thing with lavender, which is great, is it goes both sweet and savory. So you can put it in any kind of dessert, like creme brulees, meringues. We make a lavender brownie mix. It's fabulous in that. With lemon, it's a really good thing in an apple crisp, anything like that. But the other side is it blends in with the herb de Provence. And you can have it with salmon, chicken, anywhere you would use rosemary.
I just like the idea of saying, yeah, we're having lavender herb de Provence salmon tonight. Everyone is going to be, ooh, and then you have a little lavender on the table, little lavender in your shortbread after, and people will just be in awe. There's something about it. It's a very sophisticated, kind of sexy herb.
It is. And
I
it's
love
getting
it.
much more well known as a culinary herb. Our sales of culinary used to be, an eighth, and then they became a quarter, and then a third, and now
I love it.
they're getting bigger. People are really enjoying it.
Well, there is a lavender festival coming up, and we're going to tell you all about it in just a minute. We're also going to introduce you to a very talented comedian on our island who is going to wow us with their talent with the help of Dan Kahn. But we have to take a quick break. But stay with us because you're going to want to hear about this festival. Welcome back to Go Island. I'm so happy that you're here with us because we are at this beautiful farm, a lavender farm. I mean, think about it. You got the beauty of the farm and then lavender, which is probably one of the most beautiful aromas. It helps people sleep, it calms your nerves, it helps deal with stress. And honestly, since I've got this farm, I feel that my stress has gone down. So if you've never been here, July 14th, they're having a lavender festival on Saltspring Island. Tell us about the festival.
Well, this festival actually has been going on for over 10 years, so this is year 11, and this year we're having a Latin theme. We have a group called Sanyata who play in and around this area quite a bit, but have toured in Europe and so on. They're very accomplished Latin type music. And other musicians, we have various craftspeople here from the island demonstrating and selling their wares. We also have massage in the lavender field as well.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Yeah, a massage with lavender oil has to be like the quintessential way to relax and chill. You cannot be stressed after that. You also have demonstrations and people will really learn how you do what you do here.
Yeah. So we'll be talking about various crafts with lavender. We'll be showing lavender distillation and also the propagation of lavender plants, which I can actually show you right here.
Let's do it.
We produce up to 2,000 cuttings a year. Some of those, of course, we replant in the fields. Others we turn into plants for sale as well.
There are so many talented people on Vancouver Island, like the folks here, and some people grow lavender, other people grow humor. And this one group wants to pilot a new show. They put together a little pilot for you. Love to hear what you think. It's called Bonjour, Vincent. Very clever little sketch. Thank you, Dan Kahn and the team for creating some silliness in our life. We are here on Saltspring Island at Sacred Mountain Lavender Farm. What a beautiful place this is. I'm actually having one of the culinary experiences you can have. Yes, a lavender popsicle. It's delicious. Now, the magic of creating some of the lavender products, too much popsicle in my mouth, happens right here, right? This is not where moonshine is made. No, this is where you really are creating the essential oils and some of the products. Tell me about the process to turn lavender into an essential oil.
Well, it's relatively simple. It's a process that's been used for probably a few hundred years, where you blow steam through the lavender flowers. So the lavender flowers are cut in bulk, flowers and stems, put in a large chamber, and then water is boiled. Traditionally it would have been boiled in the same pot underneath the lavender, and the steam rises up through, evaporates the essential oil, and then there's a condenser where it's cooled down, and you get lavender water when the steam condenses, and lavender oil which floats on top. And lavender water actually contains the water-soluble components from the lavender that are picked up by the steam.
So cool. And of course, when you come to the lavender farm, that's the fun part, is you get to go into the store, you get to wander the fields, you can come in and see the magic that happens in here. Well, we are going to continue to tour around the farm, but first we have to take a quick break. It'll be so short you won't even notice it's a break. So stay with us, because when we come back, Kim Rock. Welcome back to Go Island. I'm so happy you joined us, because we are at Sacred Mountain Lavender Farm on Saltspring Island. They have lavender, they have a gift store, they have therapeutic horses, they have a yurt. And we're in the yurt right now. Tell me about the yurt.
Well, we have a yurt because we do retreats.
Okay.
And people can book the place for a retreat. And it's usually, we try and keep it to quiet things like yoga, shamanism, and meditation practice, that type of thing.
Lovely. It is such a beautiful place to have a yurt, because you walk through the lavender field and you're surrounded by forest, and then this yurt kind of appears out of nowhere, sort of like a hobbit house. Why did you guys decide to add this as part of the experience of coming to Sacred Mountain?
Well, we both have a pretty strong spiritual practice, and the property here lends itself to being in an environment where people can get away from it all. We've got 35 acres. They can go for walks in the forest and kind of discharge from, particularly people coming from the city. And it has a beautiful feel, and that's, you can't even really describe that.
I know.
So it's a beautiful place to come and do transformation work of any kind.
Have you experienced somebody or people coming here and really having that transformative experience by doing the meditation, by being part of nature and being on the farm? Have you witnessed that? And what's that like?
Many times. Well, people come in, they're all stressed, and they've got, had to get here, they've taken planes or boats or trains or something, and their lives are full of busyness, and then they come and they're in nature, and it feeds our souls. I mean, there's even a new diagnosis for children, particularly, called what's it?
Nature
deficit disorder. And to be able to provide a place for people to come where they can be in nature and be nourished and nurtured and fill their souls and get that rebalancing that we all so badly need, is something we really wanted to be able to do.
I'm in love right now with this place. Honestly, just such a magical and healing place you created here. Now, if you have come here to de-chill and you want to get out there and rock again, Kim Rock has all the concerts for you. From Kim Rock to the lavender fields, what a juxtaposed thing. But really, the lavender is just a little bit of what the adventure is when you come here to Sacred Mountain, because there's so many things that you experience when you come here. Let's remind everyone, of the July 14th Lavender Festival, 11th annual.
Yes, and we have a Latin theme this year. We're having the band Sonata. We have flamenco dancers from Victoria coming, and all kinds of other fabulous entertainment, the music of Synergy, and the food. The food is amazing. We have a chef from a new restaurant in Ganges called Jonathan, who's going to demonstrate cooking with lavender and produce lunches. And then we have the cafe with all of the bakings filled with lavender essence. So it's a really cool time. Massage in the lavender field, spiritual readings, you name it.
Also, bring your camera. This is like a photographer's heaven, isn't it? Thank you so much for joining us. We know how crazy life is, and the fact that you took time to hang out with us means a lot. If you have any feedback for us, email us, follow us on Twitter, find us on Facebook, go to our website, because we really appreciate hearing what you have to say. Thanks for watching.